Welcome back to the Unprofessional Fives. It's been a while. We're back. It's episode 4 and we've got a fucking banger to get started with. Melvin and TJ 3 for 3 currently so far, but we've decided to split them up today. So
first
it's going
game
to be
different teams today.
Different teams. Ooh. First time. Team TJ versus Team Melvin. Honestly, I've recruited in the big guns this time. I've got this superstar lineup. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about as we go into the teams. Team Orange for today, we've got Max Pereskokov in goal. For Team Melvin, Melvin Akingboye, who is sat next to me again for the 4th time on commentary. Joe Willie, which is going to be his last episode. The last time you see Joe Willie in the Fives, he does go back to Nigeria.
He went on holiday now?
Yeah, back. Training in Nigeria it was his hometown he went back to.
Yeah.
So this is the final appearance of the Butcher. Then we had Yuya Mura coming in and playing his first game, and Danny Claridge for Orange. Making up the yellow team, we've got the cat Miguel Falzon. 9 lives, it takes 9 shots to score 1 goal against him. Unbelievable goalkeeper. He's back again, and he is going to be a staple in the Fives going forward. You've got myself, Danny de Abela-Borg, the lowest scoring player in the series so far, about to make an impact, I hope.
You reckon?
Tenorio, the killer. I'm going to move on because Tenorio, the killer, is back with Nick and TJ. On paper, my team is strong.
A lot stronger. I don't think, let's be honest, it's not fair at all, but we'll see how it goes.
We'll see how the game goes. We're going to get started with kickoff. And we're off into kickoff. Here we go. Team Yellow, Team Orange.
You guys always start off the ball. I never get to start with the ball.
I don't know. I think, again, I'm just stacking all the odds in my favour this time as I give you the little go around me and Nick. Look at that chemistry. It's beautiful. We get the ball, Tenorio cuts in and gives Max an early save to make there. I think Yellow...
He's all come up for the tree early and that's 2 shots already.
2 shots.
In like 10 seconds.
10, 15 seconds. I think Yellow is ready to make...
I definitely need to warm up now. What is that?
It's a quick start from Yellow. As usual, my team tends to start fast, but will we see you find yourself come into the game later on into the first half like you usually do?
Yeah.
Usually you're a bit of a slow starter, your team, and we're just going to watch Melvin here. Terrible foul.
Was that a foul?
I mean, you'd think he was being willy, to be honest, because that was disgraceful.
Was that a foul?
It looked like he was trying to break my leg.
That's not a foul at all, man.
Disgraceful.
You don't make some really... We need refs on this thing now. I think we need to definitely pay refs to actually come to the game.
Trust me, referees.
What is this?
Referees are coming next year. Next year it goes bigger, it goes better. TJ on the sideline and he skies it. But first minute, we can already see Yellow moving the ball around very, very well. It's quick, it's composed. You see.
Oh my God, what has the keeper done?
Orange, a bit all over the place at the moment.
Made up for it though. It's made up for it.
Good save from Max. Keeps it between his legs, doesn't get the nutmeg, and Orange are going to look to try and come forward with some sort of attack. Yuya has to hit the target at least there. If he doesn't score, he has to hit the target at minimum there.
It's a big miss, actually. But
TJ's going to find Nick at the back post. And is that Danny de Abela-Borg in disguise?
Yeah. Danny was caught sleeping there, wasn't he?
Nick
it's just one of those ones, like, you just get so attracted to the ball that you literally forget what's happening around you. Defending is very difficult.
Exactly. TJ
Defending is a very, very difficult part of the game.
Orange are going to try and get their way through here, but Tenorio a little bit too quick there.
You reckon he scores?
Calamity at the back. Orange had a
looks like he wanted to take the piss for a second with that. Obviously, he had to put that in.
Yeah, Orange had the kick off, and they have done a poor pass back there, and Tenorio, as he always nips it in front of Max and slots it home. Now Orange are going to look to try and find a bit of interplay there. Yuya trying to be a bit too clever. I play it out the back to TJ. He's going to drive forward. I'm making the run around it. He finds Tenorio.
What a good ball. That's a good ball.
Great pass.
Good ball.
TJ with a bit of vision to find Tenorio. Late run at the back post. Little tap in. That's 2-0 in 5 minutes. Willie doing what he does best, driving forward. Almost finds Yuya. Tenorio playing with it and stung the fingertips of Miguel. Miguel gets his first save of the game, and Nick picking up a bit of a shin breaker there as he goes shin to shin with Willie. Danny driving
that's
out
not a
of
fair
the back.
one, is it? Shin to shin with Willie.
Willie's got those iron legs. He finds you. You've laid it off to Danny. Danny skies
Danny just
it.
lashes at that one.
See Danny probably a bit pissed off already, taking his own bit on the ball, but puts it over the bar.
You just look a lot more organised in the sense of going forward.
In front of goal, just look at that again. It's too easy.
It.
2 versus 1 on the counter attack. Nick picks his spot.
Your shape is perfect, and you even say it right there. You know, keep the shape. The shape is really good from you guys.
Have a lovely diamond going right now. We've got pressure on you at the back to stop you getting the ball, and that's the tackle that might prove to be important as the game goes on. Big tackle by TJ on Yuya. That's a bit of a wake-up call
very strong
for
tackle.
him.
Not a foul, but a very, very strong tackle.
Tenorio cuts in again, stung the side of Max, and Max is picking up multiple saves in the opening 10 minutes here. TJ gets the ball out wide. Plays it in.
What a turn.
From Tenorio.
Oh my, what a finish.
Go home,
Oh
Tenorio.
my God, that was
Hat-trick in
dirty.
7 minutes. Go home,
That was
Tenorio.
dirty.
Tenorio, I think, has definitely warmed up to the 5s now. He is in
There's
full
weaker side
flow.
as well, left foot.
Left foot, little dink, ball out to... And look at us, we're just playing with the ball here. You can't get near us.
No, at this point he's all just taking a piss.
And Nick does a
Turning
Rabona
some
shot
Jogo
there.
Benito who went off.
Rabona
4-0.
shot, getting saucy on there.
How are Ori's going to come back for this? What do you reckon?
I don't know, to be honest. So far, I'm not seeing the signs from you guys as I make a first block there. The ball goes through my legs. Miguel takes it right in the gonads. And that's going to be a stinger. You're going to see Miguel lying on the floor. He needs a magic sponge. He needs the magic sponge right now. Someone needs to go and give those balls a nice rub, because look at him, he is down. TJ's going to give him a nice pat on the bum there. Doesn't think that's where he needs to be patted. Yuya seeing if he's okay as well. Miguel is down. Could this be your way back into the game? Taking out the balls of Miguel.
Maybe that's our only way to hurt your goalkeeper so we can score goals, because the way he's
Miguel,
such a good goalkeeper, isn't he?
You can see him still struggling at the back post there. Danny gets caught lacking and TJ pokes it through but hits the post. Orange getting away with it again at the back. Sloppy play at the back again. Tenorio doesn't find TJ. Really he's going to try and drive forward. Danny makes his first block there. You're going to see that little Modern Warfare 2 hit mark on the screen. Get used to those, because you're going to see a lot of blocks from me today.
What are you doing? Why are you touching me? Look at
I like that lower back, you know. He's got a nice lower back. I'm going to get really hands-on on him. TJ trying to play around with the ball there, gets pushed off of it. Melvin a bit too strong, tries to find Willie at the back, a little bit overhit. Willie's now going to try and drive out with the ball, trying to make things happen. Caught in possession. Tenorio goes for the nutmeg. Yuya finds the feet of Melvin, finds Danny, and another block
so
from
many
Danny.
blocks, literally.
I can't get past that. Danny's wedged there. I'm not going to get past him. TJ picks up the ball out wide. Nick the first to react. Little 1-2. TJ going to drive out from the back, try and find a gap.
Oh, he can strike the ball, man. Still same thing. We've seen the consistency in the strikes.
I think Max won't mind me saying, but he's probably had enough of playing against TJ. Every single time he plays against TJ, TJ let him rock it.
I think you've read the game well so far.
I'm doing well. I think, like I said, I think game 4 I've actually finally started to warm up into the 5s. I mean, let's face it, from episode 1 I look a lot better. Fitness-wise, I look trim.
Over time, you start to see the progress. So
Tenorio through on goal.
what is it? 5-0.
5-0.
Tenorio
11
4
minutes
goals.
in. He's killing it, bro. He's absolutely on fire. Look at him.
Very clinical today.
The guy is on fire. Yellows, again, like you said at the beginning, our shape is just spectacular right now. We're playing the game perfectly as we need to. Just unlocking your team pass after pass.
I want to say you just want it more, and shape-wise, communication.
I think your team's a bit top-heavy at the moment. You've got Willie, who's driving forward very well. You've got Yuya, who is contributing attackingly, but you can see there he just isn't really getting back. You're having to come all the way back from striker there to try and drive your team forward. try to go out wide, and TJ's going to intercept you there, but we are going to give a free kick. That first little connection there, he does trip you over to begin with. TJ not happy with it.
What do you reckon? Is that a foul?
It's a foul.
He's definitely taking my leg out the first time.
You're strong enough that you didn't really move, but at the same time, he does disrupt you. It's a free kick. We're happy to admit that. We give you the ball, and Orange are going to play their way back in. Out to Danny. Is Danny going to try and line up? No, he plays out wide to Willie. Willie plays wide again, and the ball goes through.
You start to see... Ooh.
Doesn't make it through.
Yeah, just couldn't adjust the body properly.
Yellow going to play nice tiki-taka out at the back. As we
Look at this shape. So you guys have a really good shape that helps you, and then obviously having someone like TJ with the strength to play with his
ball
back.
Played through. Danny leaps up, brings it down, sells Yuya with a little touch there, plays it to Tenorio, out to TJ, cuts in.
Ooh.
And that's just a good team
6-0.
goal. 6-0.
The game's done, isn't it?
I mean, if you're playing FIFA right now, that's a skunk. You're off. You're passing the pad to your friend. You're going home, bro. You don't come back from that.
Now they're arguing about the scores, fam. We're losing 6-0. We're arguing about the scores.
It's a lot of goals so far. Orange don't really look like they're offering much in the opening 15 minutes. What do you think, Mev? Make another block there. I'm going to come forward on the overlap. Tenorio doesn't need me. He just completely goes through. Willie makes just a little vital interception there. Gets a nick on the ball. Ball played out to Nick. Nick's going to play across to TJ. And again, just look at the way we open you guys up. We're quite confident with the 1v1s here. We isolate you guys out wide with the 1v1.
I think you guys just There's a lot more.
You can see the desire to win
organisation between you guys. I'm talking in every way.
Another block from me.
The shape and everything, and then you're just,
I'm providing that safety net at the back there, allowing the others to go forward while I kind of keep you at bay. Just keeping enough. You see just how I get that little touch on the ball to give Nick a chance to get in. I make another block there, just stopping your shots even getting close.
How many blocks has it been now?
I think I'm on like 5 or 6 already. It's 10 minutes in, 20 minutes in. Danny gets caught on the ball there, plays it out wide to Willie. Willie's going to find a lovely little reverse through the gap there. Melvin, what a goal.
Finally, we get a goal first. That's what now. You reckon we come back?
I don't know. So far, you've not showed a lot. Danny's going to take that ball straight in the face. Great header from Danny. Played out wide to Melvin. Melvin and Miguel just sweeping up there. As he does very well, reads the game, comes out, makes that slide tackle.
I think what starts to happen as well, if you look at it, is that you kind of starts to go missing in the game, because at this point it's like,
I mean, like I said at the beginning, that tackle that TJ put on him early
it shows a lot. Obviously we've played together for some time now. Maybe the understanding and maybe I don't want to say it's a language barrier. It's not, is it? No. It's
I think it's one, his personality. He's a timid guy. He's not the most confident. But two, we're used to the physicality that the game brings. I think after
that tackle, if you realise after the really, really strong tackle from TJ on him, a lot of things have changed.
Opened up there again, and TJ just walks around him and slots.
Now at this point, it's just it's a walk in the park. He's sort of just taking a
Danny's
piss.
body language showing just how upset he is with the defensive work of Team Orange right now. But like you were saying, I think the futsal play style that Yuya has, he's a very intricate, delicate player, but maybe not the roughhousing type of player that the Fives brings out of everyone. You see, even me in the first week really struggled to adjust to that level of physicality that the game brings.
It's really good level, just be fair with ourselves.
Nick's going to catch Max in no man's land there, heads the ball through. TJ through on goal, just again, bodies Yuya out the way. And you can see when Yuya gets that 1v1 with TJ,
he starts pulling out. He knows it's almost like basically.
TJ knows he can walk around and push him out of the way, and no one really gets close to TJ.
Danny's getting a bit lippy here now because he's a bit upset about the whole situation.
Almost squeezing it in at the end.
The thing is, we're actually getting the ball forward, but it's just, I think you are just very, very controlled. And
Melvin on the ball, tries to find it through there. I think that was a pass, wasn't it? You're looking to try and reverse it through to Willie. He wasn't on the same wavelength. TJ with the ball out wide. Look how patient we are. I mean, there's not really any pressure on us.
At this point, the game's done. It's
we're quite happy with what we're doing. Look, I play a little one out the back, a little nutmeg through to Willie, and Willie's
miracle to come back.
Willie to Tenorio.
He does it again on his weak side again.
Another weak foot dink over the keeper. Max is
9-1 in the first half.
Selling himself a bit quick there. He's diving quite early, and I think Tenorio's worked that out. And now look at us play.
What would you say? So what happens from here? If you're you being like on either side, what would you reckon the mentality will be at this point? Like, what do you think is going through the players' heads there?
So one thing I made a point on the yellow side was to keep us playing at the tempo that we had. I didn't want us to start getting comfortable. I didn't want us to get complacent. So I was very adamant at talking to the players, keeping them, holding themselves accountable and making sure that we're putting in the work. You guys, if I was on your team right now, I think the only thing that you guys can really do is defensively, you've got to sort yourselves out first. You've got to bring another player back. Danny can't be left alone.
It's just the shape. We don't.
The shape is a bit of a 1-3 at the moment, a 1-2-1, but maybe a bit too far advanced. And you can see the gaps that are opening up here. Look at that. Just one pass and we split the entire team. So I think definitely Danny needs someone at the back with him. If that's Yuya, if that's Willie, one of you needs to kind of be accountable and come back there. But great save there, a little one-handed paw there from Miguel as the ball gets played forward. Tenorio on the ball, a little bit of dilly-dallying, comes back. TJ on the ball, is he going to switch it? Plays it out to Miguel.
At this point, it's like we just got to go for it.
You've got to commit players forward to try and score, but you've also got to make sure you put that effort in and get back. It leaves that
gap in the back if we start to commit a lot of players.
You see the second man runs that we're making. What happens is a lot of the time we play out at the back, and you see me and Nick immediately go on the overlaps from TJ. TJ will drop in to get the ball. Me and Nick will overlap TJ, and TJ has quite an easy option just to pick one of us because one of us is always free when both of us go forward. So you'll see here, look, TJ comes in and picks up the ball deep.
It's just too strong, isn't he?
You just can't get the ball off him, man. He's a rock. So again, you see the shape, and Miguel, little that's out of character for him.
9-1 in the first half.
9-1.
Oof.
It's not been a pretty sight so far if you're looking from a Team Orange perspective. Team Yellow, almost a perfect half. Minus the goal,
but I mean...
If you take out that goal...
You did have a lot more chances to go, 10, 11, 12? Yeah. We had a few, but we weren't really clear-cut chances, were they?
It's not been the best of displays from Orange, I think. As the game's gone on as well, you can see their body language really starting to drop. A bit lethargic on the pitch. They're not as switched on as they maybe should be following the runs, making it quite easy for Yellow just to have their way and unpick the defence with patient passing and Barcelona-style killer passes through the back line just to find the players through on space. Can we carry on that clinicalness in the second half? I would really love to hear the halftime team talk with the Oranges. If Oranges had a manager, I would not want to be in that dressing room. That would be a brutal team talk, I think, if a manager was present right now. Team Orange are going to have to show us something different in the second half. As the second half gets underway,
even coming back on the pitch arguing already, like it's like, one of those ones.
You can see Orange already don't really look ready for the second half. We'll see if they can come out strong.
9-1 in the half time, I mean, there's a high chance that it's almost impossible to come back from here. It's like,
Willie puts a good shot
football's a game of... I've seen a lot of miracles happen in football.
And let's face it, five-a-side is the type of game where if you get started quickly, you can make a lot of goals.
If we started on the front foot, you can see there's a bit more...
10 goals were scored in the first half. There's not to say 10 goals might not be scored in the second, and Orange could make a late comeback maybe. We'll see as the game goes on. Nick gets the ball, little step over, just playing with Danny there really. Chips it through, but there's a good header from Yuya. Getting more involved in the game. Nick gets it out wide, plays it across, and Tenorio out of character there. Usually you'd rely on him to bury
so many
it.
Goals in there.
Willie's going to try and get that shot away. I've just placed myself in the right position there to make the block, and Danny starts off as I was before, making blocks. Reading the game, reading where the shots are going to go. Tenorio spins Danny there.
Tenorio's just on it today, isn't he?
Yeah, TJ gets the ball, not any pressure on him, and he just finds that far corner.
At this point, no, there's nothing we can do from here.
Body language,
I don't see it coming.
Playing around with the ball in the back there. Nick gets away with it, plays it out to TJ. TJ's going to drive this forward. Danny just not even trying, bro.
And that's what I was talking about. But he got a goal.
Oh, found the corner. There's a goal for Danny.
It's like everyone on the team has scored now for you guys, haven't they?
Did a little Ozil there. I actually chipped the ball off the ground and sold Max. Whether I did that intentionally or not, I'll let you guys decide. But yeah, when I get on the goal scoring sheet,
then
you know the other team's probably not doing what they should be. You're getting on the ball more. It's good to see. Offensively, he's putting in a bit more.
At the same time, it's like you can see that our heads, we've just given up, and then we're just trying to see the game.
3 minutes into the 4 minutes into the second half, and it's already 2 more goals added to the list. Danny's going to try and play out from the back. Tries to find the ball through to you. You've got the ball. Good spin, and Yuya. Good block by Nick. Nick following my lead.
Defensively, you sort of very, very sound today.
We've compacted that area very well as Danny squeezes the ball past Miguel there and finds the goal, and that's 11-2. Could this be the start of something for Orange? We will see. Tenorio gets the ball out wide. He's going to take Danny for a bit of a run. Sends him one way, and again tries that little lift with his left foot. Doesn't work there. Finds a nutmeg. And I think Willie's lost his temper. I think it's safe to say that Willie may have lost his temper here, and that might be something we see a lot.
If you miss the ball, don't miss the man.
Exactly.
Definitely miss the ball, and
he isn't going to miss the man. Pay for it. If I'm not being funny though. If someone's going to nutmeg me, I'm probably going to let them feel it as well. Little flip flap from TJ there. Find some space. Max makes a good save though. He's going to go out for a corner. Nothing comes of it. Danny gets caught in possession there. Are we going to get the ball yet? Comes out to Miguel. Miguel's going to find me. I'm going to play the ball forward, and again, just look at that. The space has opened up, and even I'm trying to dink the goalkeeper on a 5-a-side goal. I mean,
a 6'3" goalkeeper, 6'2", 6'3".
I think at that point, you know, I'm a bit too comfortable, because usually you'd put a bit of power in that. There's not really much chance to do that. Ooh, Danny makes a great header there. The ball does touch the net, so we can play the ball back. Ball out to Nick. Look, lovely touch. Lovely touch.
Lucky?
No. I did that on purpose, bro. I did that on purpose. You get to see that one in the
At this point, you just wanted a lot more, and it's just...
I mean, this is just
and
not
you can
what you want to see.
tell the shots are so powerful from TJ that Max is even pulling away from it at certain points.
Max, I think, has had enough.
So
Danny's had
enough.
enough.
Your 10-goal advantage, and
trying to find a way through, and it's just not happening. Nick makes another good block there, and the ball's just ping-ponging around.
It's all over the place.
Falls to the hands of Miguel. Safe hands. Tenorio's got the ball. Plays it back to Miguel. TJ telling him to play to me, but he's just going to chip that ball. I mean, where's the defending, bro?
There's no defending, so it's like...
And Nick is just having fun. Having fun. Finds the top corner, bro. He waited for him to come back just so he could beat a man.
Best goal I've seen today, isn't it?
Could be. It's either that or the dink from Tenorio.
The dink from Tenorio as well.
The first dink from Tenorio was filthy. TJ pulls a little scoot
turn. Too powerful, too fast, too strong.
Willie's going to hack him down. That does get given as a free kick. Yeah, you see him with his heel there. He misses him with the tackle, but catches him with his heel. TJ not really happy there. Doesn't want the free kick.
He's not.
TJ, I think, is quite happy with what
when you're up for 13-2, you're not really going to be fighting for fouls like that.
Danny tries to cut in. I think you blocked that one actually. There,
I did.
Yeah, good block from Melvin.
Fucking yellow bib on.
Yeah. Melvin, I think, wants to keep his win mentality. So trying to get recruited by the Yellows in a deadline day transfer now. Ball played out to Tenorio. Tenorio's going to get past Willie. But Max is going to make a good save here as he drives out from the back. I think Max has just lost his patience, really. He just wants to get involved now because he's pulling the ball out of his goal a bit too much. Yuya plays it out wide to Melvin. Melvin, let's see what you do with the ball here. Tried to play it. I'm going to take that in the knee and make the block.
So many blocks for you today. I'm telling you, it's been, 22, 23 blocks
I've made a lot of blocks. I'll get the ball. What first touch? Surely I've got to finish that.
Oh, my.
I don't really know how I didn't score. It was a great touch. It was a great pass. The pass itself was fucking beautiful from Tenorio. But, I didn't really finish it. I probably should have.
In this game, you kind of like had a plan what to do and how to deal with me in the sense of just letting me get that ball and letting me turn. And not really worrying about...
Yuya squeezes the ball in there, actually. Gets his name on the score sheet.
At this point, 13-3, 10-goal advantage, game's done. But back to what I was saying, like you and Nick actually had me figured out. So it was very difficult and not a lot of support going forward, but...
What was going through your head at that time? You're going through the game and you're not getting much success. How do you try and stay... on it there? Because I mean, you can see your head starting to drop throughout the game. I think
it was just the thing that I felt like if you realise, most of our goals that we scored, or the 3 goals that we scored, came from basically the third man runner, in the sense of being played to me and me flicking off. We had a lot of chances created that way, but at some point I'm asking for the ball and it wasn't coming. So you know.
Good tackle there from TJ. Tenorio stings the post. Saves the post has saved you guys from being a few more goals down.
100%.
Willie's going to drive out from the back here.
I mean,
Doesn't
we kept
really
going.
have a
we
passing
kept, we
option.
definitely kept going. So you know.
You guys play to the end at least. I think so far
Yeah, a lot of
you're
people will
staying
probably
in
want to
it.
walk off in, you know, a lot of, but it wasn't, you know.
You're carrying on. Danny gets the ball from the halfway line now, plays it into your feet again. Smothered there from Miguel from behind, and me just in front, not really giving you much time to turn, so you're having to play first time with the back heel. I think, like you were saying, me and Nick did have a good game plan against you.
100%.
I think
keepers even getting involved in the skills here.
I mean, personally, and this is just not what you want to see.
That's where it starts to happen.
TJ picks up his 6th goal, by the way.
6.
6 goals. Tenorio's on 5. TJ's on 6.
I mean, that's the hardest one he had to score in it.
I mean, that's a real poacher's goal there. That's instinctive finishing. No time on the ball to actually decide what to do. Finds the bottom corner in the tightest of gaps. Mel tries to get a turn, and I'm again.
That's the thing. You see, every time I turn, I'm so isolated, turning and man behind me.
Now let me tell you about the game plan that I think me and Nick subconsciously had together. So me having played against you for those years at college, I kind of have an idea of how you play anyway. I'm quite comfortable with the sort of player that you are. I wanted to get tight to you at the beginning, and as soon as the ball gets played into you, I drop 2-3 yards, expecting the spin, protecting the goal, and I give you enough pressure that should you try and take your first touch, Nick can try and sweep in front and try and take the ball off you there. And let's just
I don't know how he's fucking. I don't know how he's done that. He's literally just walked past everyone.
But if Nick didn't have to come and get you from the front, if you tried to turn, I gave myself enough distance that I could just close the angle of the goal. With it being a small 5-a-side goal, it's quite easy to judge the angles of the goal there, and just tried to put my body in the line and instinctively block the balls, which I think I've done a good job of throughout the game. You see, still racking up block after block there on the goal line, making sure that Miguel doesn't really have to do much today. When he's been called into action,
he's definitely
showed his worth.
100%.
But I'm definitely making it easy for him with another block there.
Look at this, so he's not even controlling the ball with his feet and everything.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the ball's rolling through to him. We're going to keep the ball. Again, just passing the ball out, finding the space. And Tenorio's going to chip the ball over to me. I'm in miles of space here. I'm going to drive back. You've done well there to get your body in the way. Give me a little nudge, pick me out.
Oh, look at that.
Just the passing quality is just not there
been
anymore.
poor from us the whole game. We can't say.
TJ drives inside,
it's so obvious.
Pass it out to Nick. Comes through to me with a nutmeg, and I'll pass it out to Nick. Great save from Max. Your touch is just not quite there, is it? I think as the game goes on.
At this point, it's like, you know, it's
almost squeezing it. You bulldozed your way through. You come back. You won the ball back after you lost it, which is what you want to see from your striker if he's not having the best game. Danny's face says it all.
He's frustrated, isn't he?
His face says it all.
Yeah, that's what it is. You
can see the energy of the game's really been sucked out of it, and Yellow just controlling.
You see Willie's trying to, get us going again, but it's difficult at this point. It's very, very difficult.
When you guys press like that, it makes it very easy for us just to play through you, really, doesn't it? You commit one man forward, we pass it around him. Now we've got the
Danny's not even saying much, and that's when Danny's not even talking, there's a problem.
If Danny's not swearing at you, chances are he's so pissed off that he's ready to go home. I mean, he's still on the pitch, which is not what we can say about another game later on in the series. But Yellow again driving forward here. Danny's going to try and make his way back, and to no avail. Nick finds the corner. That's his hat trick of the game.
15-4.
I think that's 6 goals for TJ, 5 for Tenorio, 3 for Nick.
So
and I'm sat on 1 goal at the moment. I'm going to win the ball back here. Play it through to Tenorio. Little scoop through. Bit of a nudge there from you. I think that does get given as a free kick. Bit soft. Maybe.
No, I think they'll argue that I touched it for a throw-on.
Really? I thought it got given as a free kick because you.
No, TJ thought I touched the ball when I had flicked, like he thought I touched it, but I just let the ball run.
Okay.
So that's what he was arguing, there's a throw-in.
Orange do get the ball anyway. We're going to let you guys have it.
We're losing 15-4. Just let us have the ball, please.
Nick on the ball, pressured by Willie, plays it across to me. I play it out to Miguel, and look at that, just composure. We get the ball.
You guys are just...
Ball played out wide, and this is a lovely finish.
Oh, good finish.
Absolutely wrong foot.
Sells him, yeah, 100%.
Open up my body like I'm going far post and just neatly tuck it into the near post with a bit of pace. And that's 16-4. This is the biggest goal deficit as we go into the final few minutes. Danny's going to bring out a good save from Miguel. Again, like we said, when he's been called into action.
Well, like 3 minutes left, so we just see the game out.
3 minutes left.
Just,
don't give away anything silly here from Yellow. Try and keep the scoreline out. You're going to Ronaldinho there and then put it out of play. Danny maybe could have tried to got involved. There you go. Better pass from you there. Danny with the volley just puts it wide. And Yellow on the ball again, going to play out at the back, and again I'll give it a little jack.
It's one ball, we just get beaten by one ball.
Straight through. Nick playing with it.
Yeah, could have buried that.
I think we could be in the 20s if we actually took the game 100% seriously the entire way.
Like you said,
can see we're starting to get a bit more expressive, try and be a bit too creative at times.
When Miguel's called upon, he's literally come through every single time.
I'd like to tally up his saves when I go onto the database and figure out just how many saves he makes today.
The amount of times that Tenorio was fouled today.
I honestly, at this point, I thought Tenorio may have hyperextended his knee. I was very worried. But
it's a bit dirty tackle, isn't it?
Yeah, Willie stamped on him.
I don't think it was very
intentional. It wasn't malicious.
It was just, yeah.
But he did give him a little naughty step there, just to kind of let him know, stop fucking dribbling with the ball. I think Tenorio's used to it though. Tenorio and I laugh about it a lot.
Yeah.
He's always on the floor when he's playing because people just get frustrated with how quick his feet are. The hot stepper, I like to call him. Ball played out. Great little back heel, just completely unlocked to defence. And this is just where it's tiki-taka, bro. Look at that.
Look at that.
3 versus 1. Goalie just can't really do anything about it. 17-4. Minute and a half left. Will Orange be able to save face and get one more consolation goal before
this is my
Melvin drives through?
Game.
Yeah, 1 goal for you.
Wow.
Is it 1 or 2? I think
it's
1.
Just 1,
Just 1 goal. Not going to do your stats very good for the goal scoring leaderboard. TJ was 6 or 7. May actually catch you up at this point. And the ball comes out to Nick, a little back heel around the corner again.
It's just good football for you guys. You guys are just,
50 seconds left now, final minute of the game. We're just going to casually play the ball around now. The ball comes
1 goal for me.
out to me. I'm going to sting Max there with a shot from distance. Willie's going to try and push you guys out. He's still got the energy to run.
Yeah, he's got the energy to run.
Nick's going to just show that ball out wide and see it out. Miguel gets the ball. Plays out wide to TJ. TJ getting shoulder to shoulder. Danny really trying to put his body in there. TJ not happy now. And this is the war, the clash of the titans, I like to call it. And you'll hear a nice little comment from me now.
Oh, God. At this point, he's just ripped a bit of a sword.
This is right, I talk to Miguel and I say that's one fight I would not want to be in the middle of. Battle of the Giants, 2 beasts going at it. That's what we like to see at the Fives. Physical battle, but
the thing of ego right there. Once I touched the ball, I was like, I don't even have nothing to do with it. Let's just we're losing. So what's it?
Nick gets the ball, plays it out wide to TJ. Willie gets the ball now, comes wide, ball out wide, and that's going to be full time.
Oh, that was it. Well, 17-4.
17-4.
It's not a lot of talking points of the game, is there? What you reckon?
Huge scoreline. I mean, this is just an example of when we say everyone has to show up.
Yeah, one person doesn't
show up.
It's two,
If one person's not on it, it makes a huge difference. And like you just saw today, when your team isn't on it, you get banged.
100%.
You got to show up. You got to play. You got to be ready to go.
Banged is an understatement. We got. I don't even know what to say.
That's a mauling. That is a canine. He's snuck into the baby's crib and is mauling the baby right now. That is not a pretty sight to see. 17 to 0.
But it happens, and I've recorded my first loss. So.
First loss. TJ, the only 100% player now.
Wow.
From the beginning. Will that change as the weeks go on? He's got 5 more games to try and stay unbeaten. I think he plays 4 more. He only misses 1 game. As for the game, Melv, we need a man of the match. Who are you going for? got a few players to choose from
A
yellow.
few
I don't
players.
think anyone from
Definitely
orange
not from
is going to
orange.
get a call.
Definitely
Maybe
not from
Max,
orange.
but even then, even just turning his back and letting us score one goal, I think that disqualifies him from the consideration.
I mean, Tenorio was on the ball a lot. TJ scored a lot of goals, so did Tenorio. But I do want to give it to you because of the fact that you, defensively, the blocks that you put into the game made it a lot easier for your goalkeeper, also for your team, because when you're not conceding, you're scoring goals and it's helping the team to keep a balance. Because if you were not in the positions that you were in at certain points in the game, then it keeps the game tight. You know, maybe the keeper has to do a lot more work and who knows where it could have gone. So, and then you did get a couple of goals there, you know, took your chances when you got them. And so I'll give that to you for today.
Unsung hero of the match. Usually the defensive players don't get too much mention and the offensive players will usually dominate the plaudits, but it's good to see there. I do feel I had a very good game, so it's nice to see that Melvin saw that as well. Gladly accept the man of the match. It's another 5 points on the leaderboard for me when it comes to total points. I definitely need it because there's no points for blocks. As for goal of the game, Melv, I think there's probably 2 that stand out. No, maybe 3.
What's the third one?
Tenorio's little left-footed dink.
Willie's taking the... not Willie, but Nick waiting for Willie to get back, cut it back, then put it in the top
Nick's little
corner.
demolition where he just toys with the defence and puts it in the top corner. They're probably the 2 standouts for me. Pick one out of those 2, Melv.
It's a composure from Tenorio.
Tenorio
It
with
has
the
to
dink.
be the composure.
I like flair.
The turn, because if you look at the turn first, you know, literally wrong foot Willie's takes him out the game completely, goes on his weak side, leaves the keeper in no man's land. Because
the height he gets on that ball,
and
but
that ball, and
the fact that down.
Max is a big guy. So it's, you know, so definitely Tenorio.
Elite level finish there from Tenorio. Very, very well deserved goal of the game. Guys, that's going to be it for the Unprofessional Fives episode 4. Next week we're back with episode 5. It will take a little while to come out, most likely, judging by my editing schedule.
It's what it is.
Get ready for it. Good game. Introduce, I think, a few Latin Americans into the game.
We'll start to get.
I think we start to have the Spanish invasion, the South American invasion. But good game as always. We're going to see Willie disappear and a few other players come into the fray and make their debuts in the Fives. Guys, you've been joined by me and Melvin, and if you liked the episode, do like the video, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to check out the channel for lots of other content revolving around Maltese football. We are the home of Maltese football right now.
So we see again for what? Week 5 next week?
Week 5.
Okay, that's good. And
we've got a podcast coming out with Ramal soon as well.
Okay, that's good. I wish, you know, everyone turns up next week and makes the game a lot better, it's more engaging, but when you have a blowout like 17-4, it's, you know, a lot of pointing of fingers, but, you know, we live to learn, we pick it up and move on. I'll take the loss because I was doing a lot of talking before the game, but I guess, you know, chat shit, get banged, right?
Chat shit, get banged. Wise words from Melvin himself.
Okay.
Guys, take it easy.
All right, ciao.